Hi guys and welcome back. So today I wanted to do a little Halloween video since it is coming up to Halloween. So I thought I would create a house. Probably should create a vampire family next, I think, to go in this house. But I didn't really have any kind of major plan or any kind of real thought about what I was going to do with this house and how it was going to look. I just kind of went from the top of my head, as I usually do, what I would think would be a scary looking kind of house. So I suppose indirectly kind of knew what I was going to do anyway. Wanted to use a lot of the tools that were available and the objects that came with the vampire pack, because obviously those are going to be the scariest kind in the game so far anyway. Didn't really use a lot of the original objects, and I had this problem with the stairs again, and I've got no idea why. It really sucks because it means that I can't really use the banisters properly unless I want it to look just really weird. So hopefully that won't be a big issue. But had the rest of the houses went fine, so it wasn't too much of a pain anyway. Originally I was going to divide this up a little bit differently, but I did kind of like the open space. There was a little bit of an issue with the stairs and the banister though, which was really annoying because, I mean, you'll see. It would have gone perfectly if I didn't have to deal with that, but you know, I suppose what are you gonna do? Just trying to find the doors that could fit here without it looking too out of place. I did actually change it because I changed the wall height for the first floor and the second floor. Kind of not something that I've done often, but it did come with these kind of big doors, which just seemed a lot more menacing. And I had the big front door too, which fit perfectly with the three wall panels. So I had the stairs right by the wall, as I usually do. It did actually cause a bit of trouble with the banister though, so couldn't really do much with that, which kind of sucked, but you know, I suppose it happens. Again, I just wanted to use all the textures that were in the pack already for the vampires. Haven't really actually done a vampire house, so this is my first kind of vampire house. Just doing it upstairs quickly and having a little layout again. Didn't really kind of think what I was going to actually do, which I kind of like for the houses, because then you end up with something that you kind of didn't expect to have, you know? You end up with something that's a little bit different, and you know, it's fun to kind of create something or copy something even, but when it's just totally random, then I just find that's even better when you create something you like and it's unintentional. Did want to put the floor panel outside. I kind of forgot that anyone who's been playing the Sims series since before the Sims 4, like the Sims 3, 2, 1, would know that those little panels that are on the outside, you could have put stuff on, you could put flooring on, but in the Sims 4 it's different. You have to put a whole, like the whole base floor thing down, which I'm still not really used to, and I've actually really struggled in the past with kind of trying to figure out how to do that. So not the best if you've done these kind of builds before, you know. Had these huge windows though, and they were just great. They really kind of set the atmosphere. Had to change quite a few of them though, which again did suck. Just putting in the extra windows, and couldn't really make it too dark, you know. I wanted to do that weird pattern as well with the stairs, but I kind of got that inspiration from the goth house, but I didn't like it. It just didn't look good. I don't know how they did it in their one, but for me it just wasn't right. Something was not right. So again, just pretty much sticking with black and brown, dark brown outside, and then red, gold flooring, you know, on the inside and wallpaper and everything. And the basement, God, this is this is also the first time I've done a basement as well, and it's safe to say that it looked horrible, and I actually had to do it again just to get it done properly. So the basement is outside. Not that expert on trying to do it inside. I'm sure there's a really easy way, and I'm just being an idiot. But yeah, I couldn't for the life of me work out how to do it. So I kind of liked it being outside as well. It was kind of a bit more like menacing, I suppose. Until Seasons is installed and you get rain coming in. But if there even is going to be a Seasons, I mean, that would definitely make this whole spooky thing a bit more atmospheric if it was thunder and lightning and rain, and but also annoying if you had a basement entrance outside with no cover. Onto the roof. I actually did look at the other roof in the same town, the one for the main house, and tried to copy that a bit. Didn't go so well the first time. But then I figured it out. So at least for that little bit of the wall at the top part, and this banister which I found just kind of out of the blue, really, but really did set off the whole place. I think sort of finished it off. And then for this is the trim that kind of annoyed me with the stairs. Like there, you see it's just gone. There's just a patch, and I was just like, oh, so that's the most annoying thing ever. Because what am I supposed to do? I have to move it now, and it's just in the middle of the room. So hopefully that's going to be something that's fixed or easily fixed. And I just hate the gap up by the stairs, but I suppose it'll be useful, and I suppose it's a little bit different, so can't complain too much. Pretty much trying to get all the painting done. And that was the longest part because I didn't really know what I was going to do. Kind of resembles the goth house from The Sims 2 though. I mean, without the part from the side, if it was just like a square, then I think it would. I mean the outside anyway, probably not the inside so much. So here we go, we are now completing the decoration, the wallpapers, the floors and all that stuff, Not gonna bother with outside just yet, like outside grass and trees and all that. We will at the end though. Just going to design the crypt, as it were, and that's nice and spooky. I was gonna put a mirror down there, but then I was like, wait a minute, vampires can't see their reflections, so it'd be the most pointless mirror ever. But we gotta have a gargoyle, because I mean, what's more vampire than gargoyles? Oh, tombstones. Damn, I forgot to put... I just remembered because I've seen the video. I was going to put tombstones outside. Well, I'll have to go back in and do that, maybe. This took me over an hour to film. So, I think this was probably, like, maybe... Oh, God. 25 minutes difference from that point where I had the tombstones when I actually finished and did the garden. So yeah, it slipped my mind a bit. And I was going to put curtains in there as well, but I don't really like the way that they looked, and I don't know about other people, but like I quite like the lighting that comes in the shadow, and I feel like the curtains, especially those curtains, just do take too much away, which I suppose is kind of the point, but I just feel like it's too much. And what's more creepy than seeing outside? You don't want to have a window and then cover it up, like maybe if they opened and closed. But so that's a mechanic they should do. Have curtains that open and close. That would be great. Windows that open and close, like. So here's the kitchen, stone and wood kind of design, and the bathroom as well. Well, I suppose iron and brick. And the ornaments and everything in the house, the objects, didn't really take that long to do. It was more of like picking styles, I suppose, and seeing what kind of stuff that I liked and what kind of fit. You know, I mean, there's only so much that I could really put in there and have it stick to a kind of old-timey theme. I didn't put a TV in there, which is kind of unusual because as much as I would love to have a house that's just like completely old-fashioned, like the Goth's house, I've got to put some kind of electronic in there because they just lose fun so quickly in this game, and they don't really have any way of not like bringing it up as fast, and it's just like kind of screwing me over there. But we have books, we have a little library, and it's like a tiny little tiny study. But maybe you could get like a bookworm sim. Maybe I'll have to create a bookworm sim. People who aren't really into technology, but we've got chess as well. Had to change the sofa because it's way too big. Didn't want any routing problems. And this is where I kind of had to start using other objects that were in the game because they didn't have a fridge or a stove. Quite important parts. Although I suppose maybe not for a vampire, but there's only one tombstone, so maybe there's only going to be one vampire. Maybe, you know, I've got 3 bedrooms, but we have a tombstone downstairs, so maybe we can have a granddad vampire living here. Perhaps. It would be interesting. So yes, we have like a really crappy computer because I thought, well, I mean, if they were trying to be modern in this kind of house, they'd probably have a really bad computer, so why not? And the kids' room, giant bat teddy bear, or giant bat teddy, I suppose. Just little bits and pieces here. I'm about to do the lighting soon, now that we're pretty much finished with the objects, I think. Yeah, I was gonna put a train there, and then I was like, no. So I put a ghost instead. Seemed more fitting. So yes, it is light time. So I pretty much used all the lights for the Vampires expansion pack because it just gave off a good ambience, and I didn't really brighten everything too much. I kind of left it very shady. So create that kind of like spooky, dark around the corner kind of effect. Especially like in the hallway there, and just nice. It's nice. So now we go into the garden. Lots of dead trees, lots of dead bushes, lots of dead everything, basically. Dead everything. But I just wanted it to look messy, and there's no neatness. You know, there's nothing to be proud of. There's no garden club from The Sims 2 checking it out. So you know. Let's just make it like, oh, like, why would you live here, you know, unless you're like a zombie or something. But anyway, guys, we're pretty much coming to the end, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to help the channel grow, and like the video as well, and I will see you guys soon. Bye, guys.